Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So today we're going to be talking about LG and their supposedly departure from the smartphone game. Now, what better way than to talk about LG is to use one of their products. This is the LG Wing I'm recording with. Here's my Velvet, and I think this would be an interesting topic to discuss. So if you're into discussion videos, you're in the right place, and we're just going to sit back and kick it and talk, and I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments as well. So let's be clear here. When I hear of a company in trouble that's actually a great company, I often think about our current state of the world. You have some people out there that just bring hate, and that's all they're here to do is to bring trouble. And you've got some people that are actually trying to make things better and move forward in a better way, in a more positive way. And I relate that to smartphones and the tech industry as a whole, I think about LG, and I think about Huawei, and I think about ZTE, and I think about Xiaomi. I think about all the companies, even Motorola, who gets shunned and kind of put to the side when it comes to innovation or just bringing something new to the table. And I think LG has always done great by us and done right by us by bringing us smartphones that are actually useful or have some type of innovation, i.e. the V60, the Velvet, just a lot, the Wing that I'm recording with. It's always been something there from LG that would lead you to believe that they're actually trying to move the industry in the right direction or a different direction and a more positive direction than giving us these same old regular slabs, because there's only so much you can do on a smartphone with the build quality. So when I think about LG, the first thing I think about are their cameras. Now, this is the LG Wing's cameras to record this video, and I'll probably use this phone for this entire video, or I might switch it up to prove a point that LG belongs in this space, if nothing else. Now, when it comes to a smartphone, cell phones, cameras are one of the main selling points that every OEM talks about, and they always push that their phones are the best. Well, I'm here to tell you, as a proud owner of several LG devices and an avid supporter of LG, I hope that they do not leave the smartphone industry. Now, current reports show that they've been down for the last 23 quarters. They've taken a loss. It doesn't say how much loss they've taken, but it does say that they have taken a loss. And that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate because they make good products. They don't get the support and the push, and they're not going to get a pity party from me because some things do lie on LG, and I will talk about them. So currently right now, they've been down 23 quarters, and they just haven't made money in the last 23 quarters. And again, it doesn't mean that they haven't made some money in other places, but their smartphone division is lacking. Now, there's a rumor out there that they're going to sell off the smartphone division, and there's also kind of a thing out there where there's 5 companies that have taken a bid already to buy LG's smartphone division. So with that being said, I don't think it's going to be like some people think it's going to be. I think it's going to be more along the lines of, okay, we're going to buy out this division, but we're not going to change the name on LG products and start naming them whatever they decide to, whoever, if in fact this does happen. So if in fact LG is bought out, whoever buys them out, their smartphone division, I think they're just going to continue to go with the LG brand, just like we see with T-Mobile and Sprint. They're going to phase out that other company or whatever, or it'll be a company buying them that wants their hardware, that wants their camera quality. And this is something that I think we'll probably see. Now, I'm using the LG Wing to show you guys that in this arena of smartphones, LG dominates. And anyone who says I disagree, I agree to disagree. I agree. If you feel like another company does better video than LG cameras, I respect it. However, having owned so many devices, it's going to come down to what you think is a good look for your footage. So this is the LG Wing, and what better way than to tell you about it is to show you. So here's what I mean. Well, here's the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and here's the LG Wing. So I want to continue from here, showing you guys that, yeah, the iPhones definitely have great video, but you'll notice a different quality completely with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And this again is going to come down to personal preference. Either you prefer a certain type of quality in your phones or you don't. Now, this isn't to say that the iPhone 12 Pro Max has horrible video. It's to prove a point, as far as from where I sit, that the iPhone 12 Pro Max does not have the best video quality. So the title it's held all these years, some people say, I've even given it top-notch video quality before, but it's time to move on. Apple does not produce the best video footage, but yet and still, Apple is a trusted brand by a lot of people in the United States and across the world. Not to bash Apple. This isn't to bash Apple. This is just to show, wow, they can produce some pretty good footage too. Makes sense? So with LG, if in fact they do get bought out, I'm gonna be surprised. I think sometimes, and companies do this all the time, they will have no spotlight and then negative press is still press. And I think we've learned that with our current economy. So being in the spotlight is better than not being talked about at all. And this is where I think we see LG. It's better to be talking about them a little bit than not at all. What do you guys say? Let's switch this up. Well, now we have Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2, the Wing, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, Samsung, on the other hand, I think this footage sometimes comes out a heck of a lot better than what I get from the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I think the LG V line, I guess I should say, and then the LG Wing, their newest product, takes better video than the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 because, and I'm using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 because I think this is their best, this is Samsung's best phone, and Apple's best phone is the iPhone 12 Pro Max at the current recording of this video in January 2021. So Samsung does have Pro Video as well, but I didn't use it on the Velvet, so I won't use it on the Z Fold 2. But it's to prove a point that turning a phone on and shooting video with it is absolutely great on the Samsung Z Fold 2. And I actually used this phone to record a ton of footage before getting the Velvet. I like some of the modes on the Samsung Z Fold 2, or just Samsung cameras, period. I like the being able to adjust to make the video just color on me and black and white on everything else. I think that's fantastic. Let's test it out. Now this has got to be the coolest thing about using a Samsung product that has live focus video. Now there are different modes obviously, but I think this is the most intriguing. And this is something that I think if LG were to incorporate this indefinitely or just put it into their product, I don't think their phone can do this yet. But they were the first ones to introduce on a smartphone, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but you can tell me in the video, the portrait style video. I remember doing this on the LG G8 and I thought, wow, this is fantastic. Being able to do this on a Samsung device, let's not discount this at all. This is still fantastic to do on a smartphone because it adds some flair to your content. But again, personal preference, I still weigh heavily on the LG Wing's straight up raw video footage, and I think it's better than the Fold 2, which is Samsung's best offering in my humble opinion, and I think it's better than the iPhone 12 Pro Max in my humble opinion. Now you guys know that I have a boatload of smartphones here, and I could go on and on switching out videos on these, but I really don't have to. I do want to switch to one more device, so let's get that over right now. Well, iPhone 12 Pro Max, LG Wing, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. Now, you're probably thinking, Jay, you're just comparing cameras. You're comparing cameras, okay? We know LG's probably going to beat up on these in video. Well, this isn't so much to just compare cameras. This is just to show you this is the best part of LG devices that I personally think that people tend to overlook and tend to get caught up in the hype of the other two brands. They're not the only brands that produce great footage. And again, this is all subjective. I agree to disagree. If you think this footage is trash, like some people like to say, people try to use that terminology to get people riled up and upset. Doesn't bother me at all. Whatever. If you think it's trash, if you don't think it's good, I respect it. That's on you. But I also respect creators like Grant Likes Tech, Easy Computer Solutions, Force Tech Reviews, My Project 13. These guys, like me, use the LG devices to record footage on their channels for at least a year. And it's not to say that I don't respect other content creators. Don't go there. I'm saying directly, I know firsthand that all of us were using the LG devices, whether it be a V10, a V60, a G8. We were using something to record with our channels as a permanent recording device. Period. And also, Will H Tech Reviews. I know he used LG devices to record some of his footage. I know he did. I don't know if he's publicly said that, but I know he did because I know LG's content. And if I'm wrong, Will, you let me know. But I could sworn that you used LG products to record a ton of footage on your channel. Word up. So I'm focusing on the quality of LG and what they bring to the table for me and how they can benefit you. But there's more to LG than just great cameras. So we'll take the Velvet off the tripod because this is the LG Velvet's camera. And let's put the wing back on here and let's talk some more and let's close this video out. Well, let's close this thing out. LG wing back on the tripod, and we'll finish up the video with this. Just think about this. LG is more than cameras. Some people feel some type of way about their software. I personally like their software. The fact that some people say their software is bad is beyond me. It's just another light skin, even lighter, if you will, than Samsung's UI. If you don't have a Pixel, you don't have an Android phone that's stock Android. OnePlus might be the closest, and Sony might be the closest to giving you a stock experience on Android, but you need to get a Pixel to be a part of Team Pixel. Now, I was looking for my Team Pixel hat, but it's like across the room. Fact is, they're more than just cameras. LG as a product for smartphones is more than just cameras. It's great software. It's giving the options to people who have the need for a headphone jack. The quad DAC. Bars. The quad DAC. The simple things like Pro Video on almost all the LG devices. Portrait video is something that I really wish they would incorporate again, like they did on the G8. It's sad, but you can't win them all. Having a headphone jack with a quad DAC, with great software, stupendous video. I shouldn't have to say it because I've demonstrated it right now for you. And again, all subjective. If you don't think so, I respect it. However, great battery life. I mean, who has the V60? Raise your hand if you have the V60, folks. Those people know about killer battery life. Okay, what about some things that make LG a company that I would tell you not to get involved with at first? Well, it's going to be the pricing of their devices. Case in point, we all know what happened with the debacle with the G6 with the pricing. I believe that's probably when it started for me. When you buy the device and then 2 weeks later, it's $200 to $300 less. And that's a permanent cut. You talk about frustrating. Word. That was frustrating. So much to the point that companies said, well, you're not going to be able to return this. And then buy it again. But I think it's pretty tacky. That's on the company. I met an LG rep in person one time and I actually asked her about that. What's up with your pricing? Why do you change the pricing so quick and screw over the people who bought it first, the loyal supporters? She looked at me and she acted like she didn't hear me. She turned away in a T-Mobile store. Because, you know, if you haven't been in a T-Mobile store, they used to have a rep from each company coming in and talking to people and answering customers' questions. Google does this as well at T-Mobile. If you don't know, that was a thing. An actual Google rep comes in, or an LG rep comes in, or a Samsung rep comes in. I don't know about any other company if they do that, but it in fact is true for T-Mobile. It used to be. But it's those things right there that make LG devices, it gives them a firm foot planted in the sand that they deserve to be here. And they should be here. Why they don't get the support is beyond me. Wait, because these are the only two brands that you're supposed to buy. Folks, let's be honest here. LG hasn't done everything right. But LG has done enough right to where if they exit, this is going to be like the T-Mobile Sprint deal. We're eliminating a company and just creating one. But the difference is Sprint needed to go. LG doesn't. LG offers way too many things to just be pushed aside. Now, I think I said at the beginning of the video, there's a rough patch out there or some wording out there where it shows that, you know, there are companies out there, 3 to 5 companies have already took a bid and say, hey, we'll buy you. If that happens, all I can say is I hope that they keep innovating. And if they do take away the LG smartphone brand, it really doesn't matter the brand. If you know LG, you'll know who's behind that product. So it's your man Jay. What better way than to support LG and let you guys know that I'm a huge LG fan. I don't think that I could ever not use an LG device. I mean, you're talking to somebody who, look, okay, my main camera, Sigma lens, A6100, ZV-1 by Sony, GoPro Hero 9 Black, GoPro Hero 8 Black, new DJI Pocket 2. I have, and I could go on and on, not bragging at all. I'm just letting you know that I have other cameras that I could possibly use for certain top-down shots or just shooting video on the channel. And I choose LG for a lot of those things. So if I didn't mention your name and say, hey, I want to give a shout out to this creator, don't take it personal. It's just that I don't know whether or not you faithfully used LG devices on your channel. But those people that I named, they in fact do and still, they still do, or they've done it at one point or another. My Project 13, Will H. I know Grant has, I believe. Easy Computer Solutions, Forbes Tech Reviews. I think at one point, me and Easy and my Project 13, we were faithfully using LG devices and we couldn't do without them. That's the truth. So when you see these guys, go look at some of their old footage. Look at their current footage. They'll tell you, man, I'm for sure. If they're watching this video and I've got it in Premiere, or if you catch it in the Premiere of this, you'll probably see them in the comments saying, yep, sure do, if they're here. If not, you'll see them in the replay crew. It's your man Jay. LG, you can't leave. We'll always know who you are, no matter what. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.